Case of the Mondays. 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 His name's Case and it's Monday, so you're about to listen to Case of the Mondays.
What the hell were we talking about?
The lady who got mad and then her friend didn't want to be friends with her anymore because she didn't get mad about Trump.
Presidential alert thing today, right? She's like a scientist. She's an actual scientist, which is crazy.
I know, that's why it's weird that you're saying like a scientist.
She's British too. So she's like full on scientist. And then
those fake American scientists.
Yo, we hung out. We went on one date.
I was like, this is someone you were like intimate with. Yes.
This woman, we were intimate one time.
Okay.
This woman had me come over.
Whoa, I didn't know this story was going there.
Oh, yeah.
Kase, we've been friends for a long time. I don't think we've ever talked about sex.
Yes, we have.
I don't remember it.
Really?
No.
Well, then here we go. Here we go. You give me a beer. That's all I can talk about. So she was saying her friend was like really upset with her that she didn't hate Trump. And she was like, well, I understand what you're saying, but like, I'm a scientist. So, and I was like, she kept reiterating how she was a scientist the whole time, I kept making me laugh. She's like, and I'm a scientist.
Little bit about me.
I'm a scientist. And like Trader Joe's, scientifically speaking, is the best. She was like, because of the tax break, she gets an extra $250 a month. Mm-hmm. And she goes, my salary's set. And she was, I can't do a good accent of the way she sounded, but she's like, it's fucking set.
Right.
It's set. It's the only money I've got. Or whatever.
I don't know what that was, but that wasn't great.
Really bad British accent. But she kind of sounded crazy anyway.
Hello, my salary is set.
Yeah, she kept being very like...
She Cockney?
And then, she was.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
okay.
She was a Cockney scientist.
Ooh.
That. Is that...
Blimey.
What's the gravy in that? Oh, fuck me!
It's funny because British people get so mad when Americans do bad things, but like sometimes their accent really does sound like that.
It does,
and that's really not on us.
It's not on us at all. It's totally on this woman. She sounded crazy, and then she had me sit down. She gave me a little
blowjob,
oral sex. Yeah, blowjob. Thank you.
I literally have
blowjob is the best way to say that, huh?
Yeah, it's what everyone else says.
It's what the whole world's saying, Kase.
I didn't coin it.
You didn't coin? Are you serious?
I wish I
heard.
Mean,
all right.
I'd have a lot of BJ bucks if I fucking coined it.
Imagine you made a blowjob. I also was born in 1961.
I like that you were being coy about it. I literally have
I'm always coy about it because I feel weird saying this woman gave me because that's not what the story's about. So anyway,
I have a podcast for whores.
How do you?
What are you talking about?
How do you do a story where you go, the blowjob isn't the main part, but what the main part is that she called her coke dealer come over.
Oh wow!
And then when her coke dealer came over, I just was like, I thought you were a scientist. I was like, I don't understand.
Oh, people like that do the most cocaine.
Yeah, she was doing a lot of coke. And
because they got to stay up to do the science.
She did so much science all coked up, and then she also gave me a blowjob while she was coked up, and I don't.
Well, I would be nervous with the teeth in my penis.
It wasn't there, so there was no teeth issue?
I thought you were gonna say she didn't have teeth. You know, she's Cockney. She's a scientist.
She had no teeth. She totally just gave me a gum job. It was great. It was so hot. No, I just was like, this woman who I thought was just a scientist is now a coked up person,
right? Who
oh, by the way, the coke dealer came in while she was giving me a blowjob.
Are you serious?
Not in the room, but
this is such a movie.
Knocked, and then she was like, zip up your pants, but she goes, put your pants on, but not all the way.
Ooh, bad boys, bad boys.
Right.
This is it's such a new side of you, Kase.
So I'm kind of still hard. I'm I got my jeans on, and then this fucking 50-year-old dude walks in, and then he gives her a kiss on the cheek, and they seem very familiar with each other. And
she's definitely had a fuck for coke before when science wasn't working out.
Felt like she did.
Science isn't always popular.
The hypothesis here is that I'm going to fuck you. The procedure is me fucking you, and the result is cocaine.
Yeah.
That's what I have. And I was sitting there, I think this lady fuck this guy. I got that vibe as I was just left on the couch.
Right.
And then she just came over and started giving me a blowjob again. And then I was like, this is insane. I could not believe that she brought the coke dealer in. And then I was like, while she was giving me a blowjob and she was all coked up, I was like, it's so dumb, but I was like, I think I have AIDS. I was like, I'm getting AIDS right now. It was crazy. Like, I don't know.
Do you know how hard it is to get AIDS from a
Very
blowjob?
impossible.
She'd have to have a cut in her mouth and like your cut on your dick that would be open and fresh bleed. Like that's
right. All those things. So
Yeah.
all I was thinking was this woman is on lots of drugs. She does drugs all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if she even knows it's me she's blowing. I don't know what's happening.
So now you felt not special
I
during the
didn't feel special at
blowjob?
all.
You're high maintenance.
I know. I'm such a high maintenance blowjob.
I would literally let
Tell
anyone.
me I'm special while you're blowing me. You're like,
I would let anyone eat my pussy. Anyone.
you'd be like, you did
Of
great.
age.
Anyone of age. Yeah,
Yes.
of course. No, not anyone. Anyone. Kids, babies.
Anyone of age
Yeah.
and of the human species.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You don't want just like, non.
Dogs.
I just watched Shape of
dogs don't
Water
need
and I
that.
was like, this is.
Oh, I didn't see it yet.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of did. When I heard what the big,
saw it.
I heard what the big
Yeah.
thing was, and I was like, that's a pass from me.
Yeah. Oh, we should.
It's gonna
probably
be a
start
no
the
dog.
podcast. Like, hi guys, welcome to Kase of the Mondays.
Is
How
this
are
going to be
you?
on? Wait, is that part that we just had on? Because I feel like we really nailed it.
Yeah, that part will be on.
Okay, great.
I think we're gonna be on. Yeah,
And
we've
wait,
been recording for a
where's
while.
this going?
This is gonna be all up. This is. Are you serious?
Number one, you
This
gotta
is just-
okay. As someone who literally has no life except for podcasting, you gotta tell women when you're videotaping. Thank God, I look
you look
cute.
great. Yeah, I was gonna
but
say.
that was a real gamble, Tanner.
Was
mean,
it?
Yeah, that's a gamble. And also, now I know, so I need to lean out because no one needs a profile of me being a hunchback. So I'm going to talk to you like
should
this.
I be leaning out?
This
too?
is why
This is
I hate.
great.
This is why I hate. I don't film my
You just taught me
podcast.
something, huh?
I don't film my podcast because then you don't act natural. Like I was just saying whatever
Yeah.
when I didn't know I'm on tape.
Oh,
now.
I don't even care. I'm gonna.
Now I'm
still
like
act
now I'm
natural.
like this.
And now I'm drinking, and I don't care.
Yeah, but
either.
it's not-
I've
you're not-
never drank on Kase of the Mondays before, and this is very exciting.
Oh well, I'm the person to do it with.
You are the person to do it.
But also, you're not going to get called a fat cum dumpster whore. So
Oh, the internet's a very interesting place, and let me
Right.
tell you, if I'm lucky, I'll get called that.
wait, are you Muslim?
Oh yeah.
Right, I didn't know if you were like still like into it, guys. He's Muslim,
guys,
so
I'm-
just
I'm-
angle your hatred.
Yeah, if you want to angle hatred, I'm 100% Muslim, and I'm drinking alcohol. So if like
Oh,
people that
that's
hate
right.
Muslims want to come at me, and I just talked about getting a blowjob. So if people that hate Muslims want to come after me, and then actual Muslims want to come after me, but not actual Muslims because that's scary.
That's scary.
And
They have enough internet content. Have you seen it? Ugh, edgy.
Ooh, it's a lot. It's
pretty edgy.
Yeah, it's pretty out there. Oh, a lot of things happening on that internet content with the Muslims. It's a lot. Yeah, but we drink together. We've
Yeah,
done that
that's
a couple
one of our primary
Yeah, it's been fun.
things. I mean, we are comedians, so
Yeah, but you're more fun than some. That's a lot of drinking with some people where you go, oh, this is one of these nights.
Well, yeah, because do you mean like scary or like extra fun? Because I can have a lot of fun and like stay out all night. But like
Yeah,
if you mean
it's
like
not scary.
I don't.
Not scary like awkward. Sorry, not scary like, oh no, this person's gonna like get me arrested. More like, oh god, I'm gonna have to keep listening to you talk for a while.
Oh, yeah, because I
That
was
kinda
like,
scary,
I don't
yeah.
have like any inner demons that are released when I drink or
No,
anything
you
like.
don't.
If anything, I'm actually nicer.
Yeah, I would not disagree with that.
Yeah,
I
a
would
lot
say
of
the
people
same
like
thing
when I
about me.
drink because I ease up on the personality.
On the personality, like I tone it down a little bit.
Yeah,
It's a nice time.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome to Kase of the Mondays podcast. Let me get through the intro for God's sakes.
Oh, sorry.
Very happy to be here. We have
in his own apartment.
in my own place. Our guest today is Corinne Fisher. She has a podcast as well.
I have
Corinne?
two
Yeah, she has
podcasts.
two podcasts, yeah.
One is called Guys We Fucked, the anti-slut shaming podcast. I co-host that with Christina Hutchinson, my comedy partner. And then I have a new-ish podcast called Two Less Lonely Girls. Obviously, Kase, by his face of confusion, is
No,
super aware of
I'm
it.
not confused. I'm a little buzzed.
It's an unironic adult podcast for Justin Bieber fans.
See, I know what it is.
Okay.
Yep.
Co-hosted by myself.
and
Rosebud Baker.
I'm going to say everything together with you
Okay.
now. It's so much fun.
The listeners are going to like that a lot.
Okay. Oh, yeah. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm a huge Justin Bieber fan. No, I'm not.
I was going to say, like, why didn't you tell me this ages ago?
No, it's crazy that you guys like saw him in the city and stuff. That's great.
I mean, stalked down. We
stalked
We stalked him down with tips from the paparazzi.
That was
so.
very interesting. Adam Glenn.
Yeah.
Shout out Adam Glenn.
It's a little less.
Was it Adam Glenn?
Yes, it's a little less exciting when you just say the name of a
paparazzi.
guy. It's
Yeah.
when you say paparazzi, it's very like Illuminati, mysterious.
We can edit all that out.
Right.
Tanner. Anyway, so that paparazzi led you really to the old Justin Biebs, and he was with Haley Baldwin, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
his now wife.
Yeah, isn't it weird? Like, but also kind of. Okay, so what do you think? Do you feel like it's better that these people have like found religion because he's part of like, that weird
Hillsong
EDM church? That's what I call it.
I've been there.
Yeah, good time.
I had a great time.
Yeah, that's what seems. Everyone has a great time.
Yeah, because it doesn't feel like church.
Right, you're just having a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you drinking?
No, we're not drinking. No. But
I meant now. No, I'm kidding. I meant that.
I mean,
Sorry.
like the blood and body of Christ. No, you are. Yeah, it's just like there's a lot of singing. And the sermon is more like what I would call like a Tony Robbins style motivational speech. Because we were there on a very special day when Carl Lentz, who's the co-founder with his wife Laura, they were there.
Oh wow, really?
Well, Carl was
guy
there.
Looks like he is like
hot. Yes.
Yeah, he looks like a good-looking dude that's like trying to fuck.
See, for all I know about Justin Bieber, I knew Carl Lentz was a person, and I knew who he was and everything about him. I just had never seen a photo of him.
Yeah.
And then when like he walked out, I was so
like,
not ready to get wet in church, and like I was like, oh, good God, who is this?
Oh, good God, thank you, God. Yeah.
Like I believed in God. I mean, like that's why
I feel like
he was
his
hot.
whole church thing was like, are you tired of endlessly fucking people because you're super hot? Then you should join my church.
Ooh, he's
It's like when you want God and you're still fucking, but you can fuck.
it's like when you want God, but like you're hot.
Yeah, you're a hot priest.
Right, because
you
like
can
most
fuck.
people in church like aren't very hot. Like the people hanging out in church, like for the most part, aren't hot. Every now and again, you'll see like someone super hot,
course.
but it's just because they didn't realize the power of their hotness yet, and they think they still have to rely on God.
Then they get a job. And
Yeah.
they go, oh, I don't need to go to
They're
church.
like, oh, I don't need like hope and prayer. Like
They're-
I'm fucking hot. I have my face.
Hot people are always at church because of their parents. There's no other reason.
Yeah.
Ugly people are like, I need this.
Yeah, ugly people
like,
need
it. Yeah, is this gonna bring
On
me?
a fucking crotch.
This is gonna bring me what I want in my life. And
Yeah.
then hot people are just like, I mean, my mom's, it's important to her.
It's funny that you say that because I think so much. Like I was just talking about this earlier today. And when I say talking about it, I mean making an Instagram story by myself. But like,
I had this thought earlier. When I say that, I mean I was watching an HBO Go show while masturbating. It was such a great. Continue.
no, and I was thinking about how we talk so much about like different hindrances in society. People are obsessed with like weight and race and class and gender, but like no one ever talks about what a hindrance being unattractive is.
Oh yeah,
And it's just not openly discussed, and it's one of the topics I love talking most about. And I feel like I'm like
that's great.
I feel like I'm a solid 7, so I feel like I'm in a great space to talk about it. Not too hot, not too ugly.
I'd bump you up a couple, but go ahead.
When I have been like an 8 to an 8.5 in my life, and thank you, but I'm just not in that thing right now. But in about 15 pounds, I think I'll be back to an 8. We'll see. I'm also working on the skin. But
In which direction?
What, down?
Down?
You want me to gain?
Well-
Wait, is there something I don't know about you?
Well,
Yeah?
I mean, I think there's a lot of people that don't know a lot of things about a lot of people.
I mean, if it was all 15 pounds in the tits.
I think in both directions is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if you're a fan,
I mean, if it went all to my ass or all to my tits, that would be okay.
well, I mean, it'd be more than okay. I'm saying most people, if you just go, hey, 15, imagine you got 15 pounds right to your tits or your ass, you'd be walking around, you would literally, your back would snap in like 5.
Yeah, I think 5 and 5 is all this could handle.
Either or, tits or ass, your back would snap.
Yeah, I guess
within a
15
week.
would be a
You'd
lot.
be done. Yeah.
Like if you chop my ass or your ass, my ass is, I'm guessing is bigger than yours. How much would you think it would weigh? Probably only like 3 to 4 pounds. Like fat does not weigh.
Fat doesn't weigh a lot.
That much.
Yeah, I feel like most of any muscle I do have though is in my ass region. I would think.
Yeah.
It holds me up, right? Isn't that where it all is?
I don't know.
Here's the thing.
Slap it. Flick a quarter against it.
I've been friends with 2 very hot men in my life.
What a weird way to start a sentence.
Well, here's the thing. Because we were saying like this is the thing that you wanted to. By the way, we never get to all the questions, but we're going to talk about the worst you ever fucked up at a job.
Wait,
before you did
what?
comedy. These are the things that we're going to talk about.
I didn't even hear the sentence because it just came out so smooth. Like what?
Smooth, right? I know.
It was jumbled. What did you say?
It was jumbled. It was. We're going to talk about the worst you ever fucked up at a job.
The worst I ever fucked up at a job.
Worst you ever fucked up.
Okay.
In a relationship.
I mean, was that just me, Tanner? That was very jumbled. The diction wasn't great.
It wasn't great, but also I have had a one full beer and I
Enunciation.
should really just relax.
Okay.
The worst you ever fucked up in a relationship and the worst you have ever fucked up at comedy. But
Jesus.
Yeah, but we
What
never get to
an uplifting case of the Mondays.
Well, we never get to the questions, so it's fine. But you were talking about that.
So is this like a running bit that you're doing?
No, it's not a running bit. We're gonna get. See, we usually just have people back on. We haven't done that yet. Like we will.
Is this the first episode?
No, there's a bunch.
Oh, it just feels like it? Okay.
Oh God. Welcome everybody to the Case of the Mondays podcast.
Boop, boop, boop.
I'm here with Corinne Fisher. Guys.
Is it radio? Are people tuning
No,
in
I'm
and
just
out?
having a good time. So I was friends with these two dudes. You were talking about like what it's like for really attractive people.
Yes.
And I find, yes, there's a lot of things that women get, but like really good looking guys have weird lives. Yeah, I feel like even more so.
When I said good looking, I did not just mean women. One of
Right.
one of my best friends is an exceptionally attractive person. And I talk all the time about how fascinating it is to me to hang out with him and see how differently he is treated and how peculiar people act around him.
Okay.
It's really, really interesting.
Is straight man or gay man?
Gay man, but you wouldn't.
I tell you?
It's someone that you wouldn't necessarily know is gay. So a lot of women react to him as like a straight, like as they would to a straight guy. So it's
okay.
so it's really getting the best of both worlds.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, because I think gay men might be able to tell, but a lot of women have no
actually,
idea.
The hottest person that ever was interested in me was a gay man.
Yeah.
Yeah, guy, but just period hot. Gay.
It feels nice, right? I
Ew,
love when hot
God.
lesbians are attracted to me.
Oh my God.
It's it feels good.
I was at a diner and I was the gay guy that was looking at me. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me,
Right?
man. I was like, really? I mean, he literally was. The whole place was noticing him, and he just staring at me. And I go, I don't know what these feelings are, but I feel special.
Aw.
I felt so special. I was like, this is great.
I love that.
I felt great, but I was weird because I was like, I'm not attracted to you, but I am extremely like. It was like so flattering, but it was almost like flattering in a way that I was like, I was like, oh, this is so disappointing. I don't want to have sex with you.
It's like it's a flattery with no benefit to you, really, other than like making you feel good.
You go, oh, this is what it's like when it's just like a pure ego thing. You know, you're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
But so like the two guys I've been friends with during the course of my life, like women have hit them up over the internet that they haven't met to have sex. Like,
Yeah.
that's like a thing, and like that's such a different life.
I mean, that happens to pretty average dudes too.
I have never had a woman hit me up.
Maybe you
through
just
the
gotta
internet.
check. But I think it's like as more the more and more you get
Facebook.
Yeah, the more and more you get out there. I know. I'm familiar with the internet.
Do you know what Facebook is?
I know.
There's a thing called
I know
Facebook,
a few options.
and it's pretty sweet. And okay, I have definitely been hit up through stuff from a comedy.
I was gonna say
That's
like
what I meant.
because a lot of
But,
comedians I know will like do a
they're
podcast
not
appearance
comics.
or something.
They're just regular people.
No, I know.
Okay.
And like a hot girl, maybe you just got to do like more podcasts with hot babe listenerships because that happens a lot. I know a lot of people who actually met through DMs, like hot people.
Okay,
I haven't. Guys don't do that as much. I mean,
but you're talking about like regular people that aren't
yeah.
in anything.
I know you're trying to make it seem
I'm
like
not.
there's something you're like a caveat that we're missing because it didn't happen to you, but
No, it has never happened
Just
to me.
regular people.
Oh wow. Well, guys,
It's happened to people a lot less attractive than you.
I'm an ugly piece of shit.
No,
That's
you're
what we
not.
Found out.
You're not at all.
Well, I mean,
Maybe they're anti-Islam.
I think that's what it is. Can we just make it about race?
It's so funny because no one
Islamophobia is destroying the amount of ass I'm getting. In
no
this
one
country.
knows you're Muslim.
I know.
I know you're Muslim, and I like had to check in to make sure it was still
You're
happening.
Muslim, right? You're like, yeah.
Well, I just
It didn't change.
Well, I mean, I just also didn't know if you were, actively Muslim. Because I know Muslim people who are just like, well, I'm like the way I'm Jewish. It's like, yeah, I'm Jewish. Like, there's
You're Jewish?
blood, but
Yeah.
I'm only 33.3% Jewish.
Oh, okay. So,
Thank
sounds like
you.
you're into it.
Thank you.
You're like, I have it down all the way.
The other part's mostly Italian, though, so it's all the same shit.
Yeah, it's true.
It's all the same.
Very similar.
Arthur Fonzarelli syndrome.
Arthur Fonzarelli.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Fonz.
Jews playing Italians, Italians playing Jews, an age-old tradition.
It's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just like, I don't know. I didn't never hit up on the internet. I am Muslim. It's 100% of a thing.
Is there a Muslim specific dating app the way there is for Jews and Christians?
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know what it is. They don't tell me. You know what I mean? Like,
because they don't know you're Muslim either.
This is the thing. I talk about this on stage. It's so annoying. You don't understand, Corinne. Like, nobody that's Muslim understands that I'm Muslim. I'll be like, I'm Muslim. They're like, this white person is being very weird right now.
Right.
Believe me, they literally think I'm like a bully.
And you don't get any of the perks of being Muslim. I mean, there's not a lot. I gotta be honest.
My mom is cool with me, but that's about it. I don't know what else there would be.
Well, I would say like more like, diversity showcases would be.
Oh no!
Because I bet you're treated like a white dude in comedy, right?
In comedy, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I talk about it on stage now, and I have kind of done that a little bit more in the last year, and like kind of felt like it was just like a more regular. I don't not even think about.
You really got to let people know. Maybe wear some kind of
like a turban.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Wow, Corinne, a turban?
No.
Wow, that's a good idea.
Listen,
this is
a business.
Yeah.
This is a business, okay? I used to date a guy half Latino in the entertainment industry.
Okay.
No, same like you. No one knew he was Latino. Didn't look at all ethnic.
Right.
And he didn't. His last name wasn't Latino, but his mom had a Latino last name.
Okay.
And like his dad was like out of the picture anyway. So I was
Obviously.
like, you're like really, I'm glad you said it, not me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I'm like, you are really, I would tell him all the time. I was like, you're really messing up your own career now. I was like, you need to let people know that you're Latino. It's going to benefit you 100%. You can't just, everyone just thinks like you're a boring white guy. And then after we broke up, first thing he did was change his last name. And I was like, damn, you knew I was right.
Wow.
All of a sudden,
say it until afterwards.
all of a sudden he's like part of like a Latino like comedy group. Like,
wow.
Truly.
So all the ego of ignoring it while you were saying it to him and his girlfriend, very Latino. Very Latino move. He goes, this woman not gonna say anything to me. I'm just kidding. I don't know what they sound like. Imagine you go, but the whole time you said that, he goes, I'm not gonna do it. That's insanity.
I give people a lot of good advice, and I think just to add because I'm so strict and aggressive that people purposely don't do it even though they know it's right, and then when I'm out of the picture
100%.
they do it.
You're not gonna be out of the picture.
I mean, are we dating?
We've been friends for a long time.
A Jew and a Muslim? This will be good. This will be hot.
Yeah, this will be super hot. Oh, yeah. Both of our parents, very angry.
Oh, my parents won't care.
Well, neither will mine.
So,
But I was like, you're like, it's going to be hot. I go, yeah, our parents will be angry. And I was like, nah, they won't.
I guess it would be like kind of kinkier, like if our parents were angry. There's some very Romeo, Juliet.
Yeah, they go, fuck that. And you go, fuck that.
We'd have more of a reason to kill ourselves besides just being in this industry.
Just besides comedy. It's a great reason to kill yourself. No, but I'm gonna follow your advice. Okay, guys. So like turban, first off, that's happening. Robes, those white things the Saudi Arabians wear, getting on stage in that.
In the middle of your set, you got to just pray. Get to stand on your knees.
I'm going to not only stand on my knees, but I'm going to face the direction I'm supposed to face.
Mecca?
I was going to say Mecca, but it started to feel disrespectful as that sentence started, and I felt bad about my whole family seeing this, and they were going to. So I scaled it back, and I was like, the direction I'm supposed to face.
Your whole family's watching this?
Yeah, this is live streaming to my mom's house right now. You didn't know.
Oh my God, okay.
Yeah.
I have a headache.
My family's not watching this.
I hope not.
Imagine that she goes like, so
unless you need the
blowjob,
views.
Cocaine. Life is going good in New York, huh?
Wait, where are you originally from?
I grew up in Long Island.
Oh,
I was born in Texas.
Okay.
But blowjob and cocaine, they should be used to.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So, guys, welcome to Kase of the Mondays podcast. Is it cool if we start now? We have Corinne Fisher here, and she's a host of two fantastic podcasts. One podcast.
Why are we still doing this?
We're gonna do it like 3 times throughout the thing.
This is not radio. No one's tuning in the middle. I still don't understand.
But they also forget sometimes with other people, but they probably won't with you, but maybe with other people. So anyway,
this is so weird.
2 podcasts. One is.
You don't remember either of them now?
I remember both. I'm waiting for you to take the cue to be like, I'll tell you both things.
Guys, we fucked the anti-slut shaming podcast.
Where we can find that?
If you love fucking, and then if you're not as into fucking because you like Justin Bieber and you're an adult, you can listen to 2 Less Lonely Girls. Both free, both on Spotify and iTunes and
your
Stitcher.
The second one is Miss Rosebud Baker. Yep. Well, you didn't mention. I don't remember if
I did mention her before. We said it in unison.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Well,
I give credit where credit is due, baby cakes.
All right. Fair enough. What is the worst you have ever fucked up at a job?
I thought we don't get to the questions.
No, we don't get to all the questions.
Oh,
We
okay.
usually get to one and then that's it.
Fucked up at a job. See,
What's the worst you ever fucked up or messed up? Messed up means fucked.
well, specifically, I mean, like in life, I don't know. I think choosing comedy as a career would be.
Oh, that's a huge mistake right
would
there.
be a big one.
Can I tell you right now, I'm realizing the biggest ever fucked up? Every time I've gone on stage not in a turban.
Yeah.
Like, it's the biggest fuck up. And I could have an accent. You don't know.
What? And it's-
Hello, everybody. And I just keep saying,
But
come on.
it sounds like you're Jewish coming out of that face.
Yeah.
So wait. Are you like what's a traditional Muslim last name? Because is Raso it?
Well, I shortened my name when I started comedy.
Oh, what
so
is
it's
it?
Rasul. It's R-A-S-O.
That was a bad move.
O-L. Well, hey.
Is your full first name
Can I
Kase?
say this? When I first
Nope.
started comedy, guys, I'm not allowed to say this, so we're gonna take it back. Let's take it back.
I mean, if anything, I'm sure I
We're
shouldn't be
not
doing.
allowed. So when I first started comedy, it was a whole different thing. Like people were very like, the whole diversity thing wasn't even a thing,
Yeah.
and like.
How long ago was this?
8 years.
Okay.
So like people were like looking at you like,
Yeah, we
What is
outwardly
it?
hated Muslims.
right.
8 years.
And then literally every person that ever did anything at that point was just an American type person.
It's almost like 9/11 helped.
It did.
I think it hurt right after, and then it ultimately helped.
Are you saying distant relatives of mine had a plan? It was for my success in comedy.
Maybe.
9/11 was for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
You should celebrate on
Nah,
9/11.
special. That girl invites a coke dealer over. I don't feel
It
so
doesn't
good
matter.
about myself.
Do you have your own
Is
national
9/11
catastrophe?
for you?
Right.
Sorry. Yeah.
9/11.
9/11. Thank you. That actually blows me. No, I so when I first started, it was in the thing. So also people were destroying. Couldn't say my last name. They would go Rosolio, Rosolian Isles.
How was
the
it
show wasn't even on
spelled?
yet, so it was weird. They were like, "Huh?
That's such. Is that show still on the air?
Oh yeah,
Really?
It's very popular."
Oh, I remember years ago when I was working
Shout out Rosolian Isles.
for talent management, and there was breakdowns coming out for that. That was like years ago.
Oh yeah, I don't know if it's still on the air. I auditioned
Weird.
for it once, though.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, should have worn a turban.
Should have worn a turban to the audition. I did wear a
Sorry, I
turban
know
to
I'm
the
supposed to do
last audition, but it was good.
Okay.
I auditioned for an angry Iranian person. So anyway,
I know you didn't get that because they were like, "Why is this white boy here?"
The guy goes, he goes, say something in Iranian. He goes, "Oh, terrifying." I was like, I just said hi. I was like, I didn't even say anything bad. I said like hi.
I didn't know you were fluent in Iranian.
Oh,
Gotta
I
lead
see.
with these things.
Farsi.
You gotta lead.
That's what it is. But
Oh, then why'd he call it Iranian? Because I was gonna say, I didn't think that was
I didn't say Iranian.
Oh, I
I
thought you
said,
did.
oh, it doesn't matter.
yeah, he did, Tanner. Thank you.
It's Farsi, and
I was gonna say, I was like, I didn't even know there was a language
and I
called
totally speak it. No, so I went to the audition. It was fun, but like it was just a thing. Like when I first started, like people were just so weird about like they would change. So my whole life, people have just been like, "You're Kase." Like my name is Kise.
Kise, but you just changed the spelling because we couldn't get it here,
Right.
in America, even though you were born in
from
America.
first grade, all the people I met in my life.
How do you spell your last name?
Rasool. So Kais Rasul would be my.
But how
birth
else would
name.
you say this except for Rasul?
So when I was a kid, I
phonetic.
was born in Texas until I was age like 7 or so.
And then
when
you
I was
were
a kid,
reborn somewhere?
Say Kais with a southern accent. It's
Kais.
Kais. And I'd be like, "Oh, my name's Kais," and they'd be like, "No, honey, your name's Kais." You know what I mean? I'd be like, it was like that old Steve Martin like.
So they
Panther bit where he goes hamburger, and the guy's like burger, and he's like burger.
Right.
I'd be like Kais, and they'd be like Kais. And I'd be like Kais, and they'd be like Kais, and I was like, all right, I'm in first grade. I'm not going to go through this anymore.
It was just an accent, though. Maybe you could have just let them.
Right, but then
roll
everybody
with
called
it.
me Kase.
Oh.
And then, like, it was just like a thing where people were like, listen, you're white. It's fine. And I was like, well, okay.
Right. Well, back then it was probably better to be white. Now it sucks.
Yeah, that was the way to not be different.
Right.
And then, when I moved to New York,
Yeah.
being different was horrific. I mean, when I moved to New York, it was just like, everyone like made fun of all the different people. So
Really? 8 years ago?
8 years ago, I moved here when I was, I don't know how old you think I am, but I am, 8 years ago is not when I moved to New York. I moved to New York when I was in third grade.
Oh, okay.
So I was like,
well, I mean, I think I get
19.
Guess you're around my age.
Whatever the hell it was. So, back then it was still like a weird thing. So, people were like, Kase or whatever, and then I was like, yeah, you could call me Kase if you want, just like a little kid being like, hey, if that's easier for you, teacher, that's what all the other teachers are easy for.
Right.
So I did that, and then when I started comedy, people were like, the people would destroy my name every other way, and
It's like, it's just really, I don't know. It's not
Have you ever had your name just be murdered?
Oh, my name is murdered all the time.
Yeah?
My first name is just constantly butchered. Connie, Karen, always spelled wrong.
I'm very surprised. Well, I
Yeah.
spelled it wrong. Yeah, I know, understand that.
I really hate when people spell my name wrong. It's like a pet peeve, especially because your name is your brand in this business. So I'll show up at
100%,
gigs. If my name's wrong on the marquee,
you
my
have a
name's
very,
wrong on the
like,
flyers.
No, but
It's embarrassing.
Sure, but you also have a very, and I'm not trying to say, yes, that is, I'm sure it's annoying.
Just people are fucking lazy. Google
Right.
it. It's,
Google it.
I'm not
Right.
Googleable. It's so easy to
You
Google
also
it.
have a very, like, not, your first and last name together, I haven't heard a million times either. So it's like,
Well, yeah, but it's not like a made up name.
Well, no, I know, but
It's not like my name's fucking Apple or something.
Right.
Like my
That
name's
is-
Corinne. It's a real name. It's in baby name books.
Let's talk about Fiona.
It has it has like a fucking
Corinne's a name for
it's
sure.
a French name from the word maiden. Like it's traceable in history. There are other famous Corinnes.
There are other.
I mean, Corinne Bailey Ray is what we're working with, but that's fine. She's a son. Corinne Bailey Ray. She's a
okay.
African American singer. She has a song called "Girl, Put Your Record On."
Oh, okay.
For me. I'm not a good singer, but
Neither am I.
people will know. That's why I do this. If I could sing, I'd be out.
Oh, if I could sing, I'd be out 100%. Oh, if I could sing, I'd just be hanging out, being like Beach Boys tribute tour.
Yeah.
Bermuda, Bahama.
I'd be in a No Doubt cover band.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
fun. Gwen Stefani.
Yeah, it'd be great.
She's the best.
Yeah,
I had a big crush on her when I was 14.
she's hot.
She's pretty hot.
I think she's like the poster girl for like how to look great with no tits.
That's yes.
That's why I always loved her because I was
she has tits.
no, she has no tits, and
has
it's
some tits.
amazing. No, I love it. Her and Keira Knightley, no titty,
Keira Knightley, another.
no titty crew, and gorgeous.
I guess you're right. She doesn't.
Believe me, when you're a girl with little tits, you trace everyone in
Not a
history
big
who
tit
doesn't
guy.
have big
Don't
tits.
notice that much, but no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
The worst you ever fucked up at a job. We have to get to one of the questions.
I know, and I just can't. I'm such a goody two shoes perfectionist. I really can't think of anything that I did that was that crazy. I called the wrong person one time and put my boss on a call with the wrong person.
That was it. So you never actually fucked up at your job, really?
I don't remember doing anything crazy. I never stole anything. Late a lot, but who hasn't? Yeah. Yeah, no, I can't. I never did anything that was so bad that that's memorable. What? I'm truly
as far apart as Jews and Muslims are
Yeah.
in the world is how far apart we are with how bad we fucked up.
I'm a really good employee and a huge goody two shoes perfectionist,
Guys-
very a very honest employee. I'm psycho. I've never stolen anything in my entire life.
Yeah. I'm super honest.
I mean,
Competence, though.
I'm definitely a cunt in other ways, but not in that way.
Oh wow. I honestly fucked up so bad.
What did you do?
I cost my company $70,000, and and I worked there for 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
That's impressive, actually.
Yeah, it's not. It is impressive, but they don't. When you're 16 years old, you have different priorities in life. You don't go.
Why was a 16-year-old even in a position where he could lose $70,000 for a company?
My point exactly. The HR department at IKEA, please email me and tell
it's
me.
IKEA. Who the fuck cares? I thought it was like for like a family business.
No. It's
IKEA can suck it.
IKEA can suck it hard.
They can suck it.
They're the worst.
Yeah. Make things that don't fall apart.
I'll tell you the story.
I would love to hear this. Yes.
I worked at the returns department at IKEA when I was 16 years old. I worked there for 2 weeks. I got in a lot of trouble. A man came to return a lamp for $1.99, and I put in the supply code instead of the amount returned. So I put in he returned 1,079 lamps for $1.99. So we got like about 11,000 something.
Oh
back
my
on his
God,
credit
he's
card.
so happy right now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then he left, and I didn't know what I was supposed to do anything. I just like let him leave with it. I was like, yeah, no problem. I was like, we'll fix it. I just credited it to him, and he left. I went to go tell my boss. I was like, yeah, so this happened. You have to fix it. And he goes, yeah, so where's the guy? And I go, oh, he left. And he goes, what do you mean he left? And I was like, yeah, no, I told him to go. And he goes, what do you mean he told him to go? And I go, he's gone. That's what I mean. And he goes, well, then he got the money. And he was like, was this going to be a problem? He goes, I'm going to go take a break. And he leaves. And I was like, as he said, I'm going to take a break, I was like, oh, what I did was so bad. He's like, he's not even going to remember. He's going to pretend he didn't even hear what I just said. That's how bad.
But you knew at the time that you had given him that much money?
$11,000 something.
But how did you recognize that immediately?
It said the number on top of the screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and like you were just going to like...
I swiped his card because there was no way. So here's the problem.
And you're like, oh, but did he know what happened? And you like thought you were just going to handle it like after he left and credit the store back?
Exactly. I was like, I'll just credit I have your card on file.
That was very dumb. Okay.
Well, I was 16.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed. Anyway, so that happens, right? Very quickly. The thing at IKEA is there's 6 registers, maybe 7. It's on a very old like computer system from like the 1970s or 80s, like black screen with like green writing on it.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. It does not have anything good. So at IKEA, every time you return something, a sticker prints out. And after 5, it goes to the next register. So I shut down the returns department for 8 hours while 1,079 stickers printed out from all 6 registers, and nobody could do any transactions the entire time. And I'm not even kidding. I saw people. My boss made me stand out there. He made me stand out there. People were staring. People were pointing at me like, there he is. They're like, I literally saw. I'm not even kidding.
Celebrity.
Families brought their beds to return to IKEA, and they had to go back to New Jersey. There wasn't a lot of IKEAs at that point.
You know what? Who returns a bed?
Dickheads. Who
Yeah. You know what? That's a lesson learned.
Guys, if you return to bed, you deserve it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That guy returned a lamp. He should be the one that gets angry. People get angry at.
Did he get to keep any of that money?
I don't know. But what happened was dude, these printers were so slow. It literally shut down. So
and the sound of an old printer.
It shut down and turned on for literally 8 hours. I got there at 9. I had worked for a little bit. I didn't leave till 9 p.m. that night. There was 200 or 300 people in the returns department, all with their stuff jam packed. Everyone was like waiting, like, oh, well, they'll figure it out, and then we'll just wait.
Yeah.
Everyone had to go home.
Yeah. No return at IKEA is worth 12 hours of your day.
But then people getting there at 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
8,
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna wait an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. You go do the shopping. I'll hang out with the return. Like that's what it was.
Wow.
So, there's so many people waiting, and my boss initially, this guy Paul, very large guy. I made him very angry, and which is hard because he's black. So watching a black guy get his face red, it takes a lot of redness. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
He was in the army, and both of his thighs were as big as one of my thighs.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he sat me down in a room, and he goes, "You know that guy?" And I was like, "No." And I was like, I don't know why.
Oh, he thought it was like a conspiracy?
Yeah, they thought I knew the guy. So they interviewed me in a security room, and I go,
You fucked up so bad they thought it was planned.
I was 16. I looked at him, I go, hey man, just so you know.
I'm Muslim.
You're secure. I go, I am a Muslim man, and I'm being treated this way.
This is 9/10. You're not going to get that joke until later.
It's going to be a little bit. It's September 10th. You're going to want to hang on to that for a couple hours, buddy.
There's a part 2.
The next day he wakes up, he goes, arrest that man immediately. No, that man put me, I'm not even kidding. He was eating Chinese food and put a lamp on me like a fucking cop show from the 70s, dude.
Oh, he missed his old job. He was trying to add some excitement.
He was such a loser. So I'm 16 years old. He goes, you didn't know the guy? I go, I didn't know the guy. He's like, you didn't know the guy. And I go, you're security at IKEA, right? Like I said that to him. He got so angry, got flushed red. At this point in my life,
You're so
this is
sassy, Kase.
so many years later. I've still, at this point, I've never made a black person so angry that I saw what red. I mean, he got red, which is, I feel like,
God.
not easy to do. So I leave.
Everyone, Kase is Muslim. I almost called you Kais because I don't know what the right.
Kais. Well, this is gonna be Kais of the Mondays, guys. It doesn't.
It makes me want to say kike though, which is not like.
Let me tell you, I gotta try. I gotta work against that all the time. This guy comes in. I come back into IKEA a couple of weeks later. They call me into HR. I go, hey, Deb is there. I literally, like, nothing happened. I go, hey guys, what's going on? I go, do I go back to training tomorrow? What's going on?
Oh my God, I'm in
Deb
pain.
is there. There was a smoking room at IKEA, by the way. Just like a quick side story. Deb's a super nice person. I didn't know how to relate to people at a job because I was so young. It was like my second job.
I mean, you're acting like you're 4.
Well, I was 16. I never had a job before.
You know, but you know how to converse.
Wiped tables at a pizzeria. My point is, when I went to high school, you got along with people that you didn't know by being like, this teacher sucks. And they'd be like, yeah, this teacher sucks. This guy's an asshole, whatever. So when I went
I love where this is going.
Yeah, so I went to the break room and I was like, oh, so how do you like everything here? And I go, oh, it's all great except for that bitch Deb. Am I right? The whole company of 200 people loves Deb. I got called into HR before any of this story happened, and they were all like, what did Deb do? Deb came, baked me cookies and like some kind of treat, and was like, I just want you to know, I don't know what I could have possibly done, but I'm so sorry.
Oh my
if anything happened.
God, you negged Deb.
And I said, Deb, I love you and you're the best. I just don't know how to talk to people in a job. And I was just trying to relate
And I'm
to
Muslim.
them. And I was smoking cigarettes and I worship the one true God.
Oh my God.
That's the problem I have in my life.
Allah Akbar.
So, Allahu Akbar. That's what I said out loud. In IKEA, and I think that might have been part of the reason I was fired. I'm just saying.
So wait, the Deb thing happens before you should.
all of this.
Okay, so you already they did not love you.
I don't say they wouldn't love me. I would say they were like, this guy could get a promotion one day. It's possible. So this happens. All these stickers get printed out. It's fucking crazy. All these stickers are printing out for 8 hours. It's such a slow printer. I get called back in HR. I am 16 years old. They put me in a room, right?
I can't even sit up. I'm laughing so hard.
I love the fact that I'm telling my worst I've ever fucked up at a job story because you were like, I'm a model employee.
I mean, it's just not a good question for me. There's a lot of other things I've done.
There's a lot of other things. Ooh,
that aren't great.
I'll tell this and then we'll talk. I put so they put an envelope on the table and they slid it across the table to me. And I'm 16 years old. I opened it up and it was like, we think you're great. You have a lot of really good, qualities and like you're very intelligent, which I felt like an outright lie at that point.
Oh wait, that's what it said. I thought it was like a game of Match.
Yeah, no, it like legitimately said like you're very
How
intelligent.
weird. Okay.
And that, like it was like 70 compliments, and it was like at this time we think you should maybe not continue your employment.
Wow,
at IKEA.
IKEA's a real pussy. Okay.
I got up. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, you guys. I was like, thanks for everything. I was like, you guys have a good day. And then Paul got completely red again. Paul and Deb are there. He goes, you don't care? You're walking out here like that? You don't care? You cost this company $70,000. And I said,
I don't understand how.
Because of the closure of the returns, the amount of staff it took to fix the problem.
But wouldn't returns be them losing more money? Like if they just have to keep the returns?
No, because the people that come to returns are now stopping the people that are in line to buy things.
Oh, I thought they were
Slowing down.
separate.
Right. So they go, this is how much money we make each Sunday. It was a Sunday.
Oh, so that was
day.
It was
Yeah.
like a projection. It wasn't actual.
Well, I mean, they normally do like $1 million in sales if they do like
Yeah, I don't feel bad for them.
900,000
Right. Yeah.
or 800,000 that day. I don't know.
Yeah.
But also like He said it took a lot of man hours and all those other things.
Imagine how much extra they made in Swedish meatballs, though, with all the people getting hungry in line.
There's so many people that are eating Swedish meatballs that day and also getting divorces. So this guy goes, "You said this would be a good day, Sharon," and then they just go there and it's like
Paul said that?
It's over. No, I'm saying that's the people there. That got divorced.
Sorry. You're doing a little act out that seems to be only between you and Tanner. I didn't get the divorce joke.
It was all
Is that inside? Is that a Case of the Mondays inside edition?
I just said everyone's getting divorced.
I know. Okay.
Sorry. So he goes, he costs his company $70,000. And I said,
Cool.
Paul. Can I call you Paul? I've been working here 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I've made $300.
Right.
You should have paid me $1,000 when I applied, and we could have just called it even. And Paul, I've never seen a guy. He got up, moved the table, and gripped it. Like, you ever seen The Rock grip a table? Like, he would look like The Rock, and he gripped the table. And I swear to God, I was like, oh, I'm watching someone decide whether or not they should hit a child. Like, he literally wanted to hit me. And then I came back to IKEA.
Why?
It's because I wanted an ice cream cone. And
what is wrong with you in your life?
I got stopped.
Who goes to IKEA just for food?
Oh, because I live close to the mall, which is why I had the job there in the first place. But I go with my friends, and it's part of the mall. So it's just part of where we used to hang out. I was 16 years old, the movie theater is like literally.
Guys, you got to do a drinking game for how many times Kase. Sorry, my trainer's name is Tice, and it rhymes. For how many times Kase says I was 16 within the story.
I just never want to know the age I was at, and it was pretty young.
Because it's not young enough that we can really feel bad for you. It's not like you're 12.
No, you don't have to feel bad at all. That's not the reason I'm saying it. The reason I'm saying it is because when you're 16, I didn't
tell us more about 16.
I didn't have a license yet. I was like at that early age of it.
The early part of 16.
Where you work at IKEA and cost them $70,000.
We all remember it.
I couldn't drive to work yet. My mom was dropping me off, but the mall was still like where we went to hang out. So I go there to get ice cream.
Yeah.
This guy stops me. Like a goddamn CIA agent. No, just a random security
another guy.
Yeah. Brings me into a room.
Oh, your face was on a poster.
Dark room.
Fuck.
And he goes, "What are you doing here?" Paul. I hear him before I see him.
Oh my God.
Walks in.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Walks in and he goes, "You're banned, right?" And I go, "Really? You're security IKEA, right?" He gets so fucking angry again. I get up, I go, "You have a good day, Paul," and I fucking leave. And the end of that story is basically, I found out about 10 years after that
you've really been tracking this.
No, I have all my friends that work there. A lot of people kept their jobs for a long time. I found out from everybody that worked there that until about 10 years after I worked there, I don't know if it's still there, but if you apply to IKEA in Hicksville, in Long Island, there is a handbook of what not to do, and my physical stickers are still in that handbook of what not to do at IKEA with an example.
So funny.
So I'm like immortal.
Wow.
At IKEA.
Wow. I wonder if you're still banned, and I wonder if Paul still works there.
Paul's still there. He's not gone anywhere.
I want to go now.
Yeah.
You should send him like a Christmas card or something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he'll be so happy. Hey, I'm now much older, and
ask him if he wants to be on the podcast.
I would love to have Paul on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, imagine I could find Paul. He's dead. No one's that angry and still alive.
Right.
No one gets that angry at a 16.
And also like a big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like 220.
Let's touch this because my lips keep touching him. There's a lot of comedians I don't want to fraternize with.
No one. Yeah. So, I mean,
I like that you have notes and it just says your own real name and then attractive people.
Yeah, we didn't get to any of the questions yet. It's fine. Guys, thanks for listening to another episode of Case of the Mondays. This has been a great time. I feel like we didn't get to any of the questions.
Oh, I liked it. I just got to sit here and drink a medium level, as Kase said, Chardonnay.
Yeah,
and then
Chardonnay.
I heard a really good story. I really enjoyed that story. Yeah. I liked it a lot.
You didn't have any. We should have done more of a pre-interview about whether or not you had anything bad.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been good. When it's a podcast with only one question, it's good to.
Yeah, it's good to. There's 2 more questions, but we never got to it. But we'll have you back on.
There are follow-up questions to that first question.
Every guest so far we've had back on, we've been like, we'll have you back on to do the follow-up questions. Which God knows if you've ever fucked up in a relationship or in comedy. Guys, thanks so much for listening. Corinne, where can everybody find you?
I'm at Philanthropy Gal on all social media: Instagram, Twitter. Corinne Corinne Fisher Official on Facebook, and you can listen to me on Guys We Fucked or Two Less Lonely Girls.
With your co-hosts, Christina Hutchinson and Rosebud Baker, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah, killed that.
Respectively.
See who's listening to people's things. So also, guys, if you have a story, worst you ever fucked up in your job, worst you ever fucked up in a relationship, worst you ever fucked up, period, hit us up at ofthemondays@gmail.com. Thank you so much. My name is Kase Rasso from Kase of the Mondays, and thank you so much.
Kase Rasul
from Kase of the Mondays. I am 100% Muslim, and you've been listening to this podcast. Thank you so much. You guys are fantastic. Bye-bye.